Britain's great public schools. For many young boys, institutions that have been the making of them, but for some, the breaking of them. We now know that hundreds of children suffered often lifelong damage from sexual abuse by staff at some of the country's most prestigious private schools.
We might be looking at millions, but we have to work.
Now a British-American law firm is seeking US-style compensation payouts from UK courts, demanding damages in some cases of over £1 million.
The message, I think, to people who do bad things is go to Great Britain, because in Great Britain you can frolic, you can do whatever you want with our children, and at the end, if you're caught and if you have to pay for it, you'll pay a very small price. In America, if you do this and you get caught, it's going to hurt. If people don't pay real money to stop this problem, the problem is not going to end.
As a teenager at St Bede's College, a Catholic boarding school in Manchester during the late 50s and early 60s, Rick Merrin was repeatedly and severely abused by the headmaster, Monsignor Thomas Duggan, and 2 other priests.
I woke up and I was face down. Which, well, I don't need to explain what that did to me.
From top of the class to a life of disappointment in work and relationships, a psychiatric report on Rick concludes his abusers stole the golden future he should have had. Rick is among hundreds of public school boys who've gone to lawyers seeking damages for abuse often committed decades ago. In 2011, another St Bede's teacher, Father William Green, admitted 27 sexual assaults on boys in the 1970s, with the possibility of personally facing damages claims. Even though they weren't involved, 7 governors at St Bede's resigned. It's not been seen in child abuse cases before, but legal experts say courts could order substantial compensation.
There might be a considerable financial settlement at the end of this. What motivates you to do it? Is it the money?
Nothing can make up for what happened to me at school and the impact that I do believe it's had on my life. If it comes to some form of financial settlement, it will be some small way of making it up for it.
Only last November, inspectors rated St Bede's child protection policies unsatisfactory, and the college, now a co-educational Catholic day school, has promised to review its safeguarding policies, insisting St Bede's is a safe and secure environment. Public revulsion at the perpetrators and sympathy towards the victims has led many more people to find the confidence to tell their stories. Now, with lawyers considering punitive damages for historical abuse, the very survival of some of Britain's oldest and most established institutions could be under threat.
I can tell you that, in the 70s and 80s particularly, the words child protection were never really used. The culture has completely changed, and I think it's very unfair on the teachers and parents of children in those schools and the children themselves if a school was to be forced to close as a result of something which happened, decades ago.
The prospect of American-style court payouts toppling some of Britain's ancient educational institutions will outrage some. Others will protest that only by demanding significant compensation can society properly value the life of a child. Mark Easton, BBC News.